Hello, YouTube. It is Mr. Maclunkey, SWGoH's #1 Vance fan, back again with another roster review today. So as of right now, we have Awpj's roster review here. Looks like he has requested a roast, so I'm just going to open up his roster here and get started on the roasting. I'm trying a little bit of a different format for my traditional roster reviews here. I know every once in a while I do a new format, I go off the rails and introduce some other kind of BS. But I know Egnards likes to flip back and forth between his little Discord post and the game client, so I'm gonna give this a shot and see how it goes, going back and forth between my Google poll and the game here. So we've got Awpj here. He is a guildie, so heck yeah, not gonna roast you on that. But Kyber 3, I think we both know you can do better. I'm not mad, just disappointed. I am seeing Leviathan instead of Executor in the fleets, and I am starting to understand this change. I feel like the meta in fleet is changing a little bit. I am still a huge Executor fan, um, but I can understand why a few people a little bit more are kind of changing things around. First off the bat, I don't feel like I need to roast you as much as call out a roast that you have done. Pirate King Hondo at R9, you have definitely roasted your savings account there, bud. 12.5 million GP, very solid. Just kind of doing a quick cursory scroll through here. I am seeing that you are almost certainly a Lightspeed bundle enjoyer. Mostly because where are your Zetas, bud? Uh, you're a little light on Zetas for a 12.5 million GP account. And at the bottom here, Ewok Scout, severely undergeared. I'm gonna check the potency. 0% potency. On a 12.5 million GP account, I feel like this borders on criminal neglect. I am gonna have to call Ewok Protective Services. I am a mandated reporter of such things, so I am gonna have to file a report after I'm done with this roster review. The initial roast out of the way here, I do want to take a look at any special requests here. So please talk about the use and underuse of Maclunkey in media, specifically recent Star Wars projects. So this is a topic that I am highly passionate about. So I believe Maclunkey was first introduced in Star Wars media in Star Wars: The Phantom Menace, when Sebulba tells Jar Jar to die. I think as well, you are correct. It has been pretty severely underused in some of the recent projects. I know it did come up in an episode of The Mandalorian, and I want to say at least one other recent project. But other than that, I think it should be in just about every episode of every Disney Plus show, and at least 4 times in every movie. But that's just me personally for my taste. As far as Maclunkey's use in broader media, I don't think it's actually being underused. I think Star Wars started this trend, and then they've actually been slacking the most. I am going to pull over here real quick to the Maclunkey Supercut by my boy Randy Vigneault. I'm not going to play this video right now because I don't want to leech his content. I only do that to Egnards. I will link this video here. You should watch it. 5 minutes and 21 seconds. This guy has compiled not every single use of Maclunkey, but quite a few of those uses across various other parts of media. So definitely that is worth checking out. So getting back into the rest of the roster view, these two just requests, he, him pronouns. I did add this to the review thing just earlier this morning because I did actually, thankfully, Awpj's a guildie, so I was able to just ask him in the chat. But like some of these people that give me these reviews, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Dietary restrictions, nothing to worry about, so we should be pretty good. I got the SWGoH.gg profile opened up here in case I need it. How many stars on tier 6 of JTR's journey guide? Only 2. That is unfortunate. I do think popping over here, we can take a look at your resistance tunes. You've got enough investment in your resistance tunes here to make this work. Like, I mean, your scav rate is 8, relic 8, fin relic 5, and has the Zeta. I think you can get that. I think you can get that up. So what you're gonna want to do is just take these mods off of both of those characters. The modding is kind of really what matters in terms of getting 3 stars. If you're at this high of relic level, you'll probably need to take your mods off. Um, what level slash gear is your cup? Is he at R9? So we're going to go ahead and see. R9 on cup. Very nice. Going to check the potency real quick. 51.8% potency. Nice cup. What are you currently working on? Be honest, Balin. So I'm going to go and check first the Mercs and then check your Night Sisters after that. So Shin, working on it. I straight up don't see. Oh no, Merrick's up here. Merrick's ready to go. Heck yeah, we love to see it. Night Sisters. Let's take a sneaky peek over here. Morgan. Okay, so the little slacking on the Night Sister side of that equation, but not too bad. Um, last one's Thrawn. He's Imperial Remnant, or is he just under Empire? Where's my boy? Am I blind or does he not have Thrawn? Oh no, there he is. 6. Okay, that's fine. Where's his Zeta? Um, okay. Uh, that's fine. Wait, your Vader's not even. You went full ham on Pirate King Hondo to Relic 9, but you didn't get Vader to Relic 9 to go with your clones? Do you have the dark side clones? You got these two at R7. Yeah, okay. That's another roast, man. What are your priorities, man? Wild stuff. Wild, 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 wild. Um, what do you wish you were working on? A house I owned. In this housing market, I get it. It's tough. Interest rates are wild. I mean, just prices are overinflated. Usually you got to worry about one or the other, but it's both right now. It's a mess. What are you working on? Be dishonest. A better working relationship with the other members of the Holy Trinity. I have to assume by Holy Trinity you're referring to myself, Egnards, and Vanced. That is the only Holy Trinity that I officially recognize at this point in my life. Submitting this roster review goes a long way, at least towards my component of the Trinity. Someday I do hope Vance is welcomed into our guild too. That way all 3 Trinity members can be together under one roof. Vance, if you're watching this, I think for the most part, get your raid score up and work on mods. Those are, I think, the 2 things that are really holding you back from being accepted into Awakened Mandos. Do you hate fleets? No. Nice. Um, great source of crystal income. You sure? Yes. Always got to double check. 7-star punishing one, 7-star Mark 6, 7-star executor. You've got this whole thing in line here. I am probably going to start to have to ask about Rogue One pretty soon, um, because the meta is shifting. Do you have mods? Maybe. Uh, you always got to make me check. I hate that you can't search by mods here. Where's potency? God, I wish I could read. Um, those are mods. Yeah, that's mods. Got mods there. Let's check down at the bottom. No. You're at 12.5 million GP, and you don't even have garbage mods on some of these tunes? That is insane. You are holding us back in TB, and I am reporting you to Egnards ASAP. That is wild, dude. You could easily be at like 12.8 if you just slap some mods on these goofballs down here. This is the most disappointing to me. No mods. He at least has 1% potency. Dude. I can't even keep looking at that. Do you think Han shot first? Bottom text. Yeah, Maclunkey. Thank you for that. Um, so I guess we can continue this roast by looking at your ships. R9 Piet, that I am proud of. I'm pretty happy for you there. Doesn't look like you've got any ships that are below 7 stars, so I guess kind of an anti-roast sentiment, but congrats there. Datacrons. Wow, look at this turbo whale. You must have invested in this hella early to get the second cron with no investment. Also, where's the rest of your datacrons? You can't rely solely on these focused ones. You got like some really heavy investment in a couple, but like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, only 14 because I wouldn't count that. 14, that's not enough. You need to have the kind of wideness, not just the deepness. Over here, okay, you got kicks. Again, that speaks to kind of the more recent whaling. You've got an Ewok cron. Do not neglect Scout. You got to get his numbers up. You have 2 Ewok crons. God, I'm pissed. Um, I guess there's not much else to say other than I'm kind of disappointed in a few of your choices here. Some of these things make sense, but like why is Starkiller only R6? Um, some of this is mismatched. Why is R6 here? Why are so many people R6? Like either R5 or R7. What are we doing? Who else is at R9 real here? Ayla Security. Okay. I do appreciate the contributions to the raid because I'm seeing quite a few raid tunes up at the top here. So I guess thank you for that. But yeah, like there's some weird choices here. Like 6 on Ara Singh and Greedo, that makes sense. Like that's where their wrecks are at. But like some of this other stuff is really weird. Like why are all the Gungans R6? Uh, let's see. Some of this other stuff is making sense so far. Man, this guy got so many light speed bundles and he didn't even get all hands on deck. That's disappointing. Where's your Zetas? Where's your Zetas? Um, ba, 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 ba. Let's see. Yeah, wild, wild stuff, man. Wild. Why are we putting so many Omicrons on these guys when we're not even bothering with some of them on some of the more important tunes? Why is Revan only 4? Okay. I accidentally clicked on that and I regret it. He is ugly. Bring back the old low poly Zeb. Yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. Kind of flipping through this is there are definitely some of these things that are kind of in a good spot, and some of them that are kind of some wild choices. So in conclusion, I do recommend again watching the Maclunkey Supercut. Educate yourself. I am seeing also up here. It looks like we have a few more clips from classic movies. Maclunkey does go a little bit deeper than people think at first. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you would like your roster reviewed, grab the link from the video description and give me some feedback. Does this version of the roster review, where it is a little bit more live and a little bit more kind of involved, flipping back and forth, is this kind of more or less satisfying than the traditional roster review format? I will continue to go off the script in some of the cases where I feel like it is appropriate. But I'm testing this out for kind of the basic cookie cutter review, seeing how this ends up working. So I do appreciate your feedback in the comments below. Anyway, take care.